All right. So I just wanted to give an update on Gardner. So Gardner Elementary is in this area, and it's a nice campus. It has about 400 students there, and the site is home for an inclusive preschool K through 5. They have a new principal who I hear is great. I haven't heard back from them. I've definitely reached out to them. But the problem is, the backyard of this school. And just a little background on the school. They have they're socioeconomically disadvantaged. They're at 64%, and they have almost 52% English language learners. Their scores have not been great. In the 2019 2018-2019, they were 37.1 points below standard in English language arts, and 57.2 points below standard in math, which is always of a concern. To give you an idea of what that looks like in just this pocket of Willow Glen, we could see that Bookson, really has a low social emotional, all these acronyms, socioeconomically disadvantaged at 10%, and their English language learners are at 6.5%. Their scores are 70 points above standard for English language arts and 41.4 points above standard for math. They're one of the higher scoring schools in the Trustee Area 3. Where if you look all the way down to Gardner and Galarza, these are the two schools that, when we talk about the impact of the digital divide, when we talk about the need to close the achievement gap, these are the schools that we're talking about focusing on. So the difference between Galarza and Gardner is with Gardner, that was one of the first sites that they really scaled down the class size. They've introduced a Tweeby program there in hopes that that would help the English language learners have a better chance of getting those literacy skills going earlier and really closing that achievement gap in the English language arts. So, if you compare it, because really, numbers wise, they're about 10 students different than Galarza, but you can see that there's, a larger community of socioeconomic disadvantaged, but they have a larger community than Galarza of the English language learners. And then you see that Galarza is struggling even more so in the points. So it's nice that they have the smaller classes. It's great that they have the two-way bilingual program. I'm encouraged with this new principal. We'll see how it goes. But the issue has been their backyard, and their backyard is right against 280. There's a street called Willis along the back line there, but just past on the other side of Willis is nothing more than a chain link fence and a hillside that goes down to an on-ramp onto 280. It's pretty loud there. The sound wall issue was assessed by VTA in June. They actually did their sound assessment, and I'm thinking, June, there's not much traffic there, but it was enough that they did go forward and decide that there definitely needed to be a sound wall along that stretch of Willis Street. So the environmental approval will go through in a year by next fall. And then following that, we'll see a little time spent on designing that wall. And then the anticipation is the construction will follow the design approval from the winter of 2022. And then hopefully the construction will be complete by the summer of 2023 before school begins. So this is a long time. Logic is, oh, get the wall done now while the kids aren't in school. But, this is the path that we are on. So hopefully, though, this community of Gardner has been asking for this for many years. I'm just excited it's on the radar VTA and there's action going. I haven't yet seen it pop up on their website though. So I sent a little ask out today saying, where is it? Because if you look at all their projects on the website, this project is not yet there. So there's a sound wall on 280 and Wolf, but there's not this sound wall. So we'll see. So hopefully that will bring some quiet. And as Derek mentioned earlier, hopefully it will also reduce any of the fumes that come off the cars reaching onto the campus too much. So there's many hopes that this will make the environment of Gardner Elementary a better learning environment. So Great. And thank you, Gardner community, for working so hard on that. That's just the update on that.